I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
29 is a Mike 29. Come to my work. We want it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. 22,
Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Gets through, and now an opening. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a Titans touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return, as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead, you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3-yard play. First down, Titans.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that would... And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
46, Chargers 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, LA! Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Still going past the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Now Carson fumbles the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the